Hey everybody, it's John, Old Man Outdoors, and welcome to a short video where I must admit I am a recovering bass fisherman addict. Now, bring it up to perspective a little bit. I fished a long time for bass fishing, and I was very fortunate, 73 years old, and most of my life, with the exception of maybe once or twice where I was away from water for any short distance, maybe 4 or 5 years of my life. But other than that, I've always been within just minutes of water, so I've always had opportunities to fish, whether it be brim fishing or bass fishing or whatever the fishing might be, wherever area I may have lived in. Well, one time I lived in Missouri. It's been a while back. I lived up there for 4 or 5 years, and that's the first time I got introduced to smallmouth fishing in those little Missouri streams up there with a fly rod and ultralight fishing. And I became addicted. I'm just telling you, I absolutely became addicted to ultralight fishing and pan fishing. Now, and I got nothing against bass fishing. It's everybody's lake here. I tell people all the time, I've got no more right to be on a lake than the wake boats and the jet skiers and the live scope folks. It's all public water. Whatever floats your boat, go ahead and do it. Just obey the law, be careful doing it. Now, back to my story. The reason I took up ultralight and fell in love with it so much, I kind of like the finesse of the ultralight. I really do. And not taking anything away from bass fishing, but I'm gonna tell you, if you use a 20-pound line and you got a 4 or 5 pound bass, the odds are you're gonna pull that bass out. Now, I know some of you are already typing down there, yeah, but you don't know about stumps and you don't know about weeds. Well, yeah, I do. And you got a whole lot better chance of hogging a 4 or 5 pound bass out with a 20-pound test line than I do with say now I normally pan fish, but when it's underwater, I don't know what's going to bite. And occasionally I'll get a 2 or 3 pound bass on a 2-pound line, and I got to tell you, you got to work pretty hard, not hard, but you got to be pretty steady to get that bass out whenever you got those type of odds against you. Whenever you use a 2-pound test line and you got a fish that's could conceivably weigh twice what the rate of that line is. So it takes you a while. You get a good chance to play that fish out and enjoy the experience of catching the fish. The other thing about pan fishing, in my opinion, is it's so much less expensive to get into, and you don't tend to be caught up on the latest, greatest $20, $25 fish bait that you're throwing out through there. You get a few beetle spins, a couple of trout magnets, or just get you some worms at Walmart, and go ahead and start your ultralight or your pan fishing. The other thing is it's just so relaxing doing pan fishing. I tell people all the time, fishing is great, catching is great, but the most important thing is just get out and enjoy what God has created in the outdoors. And that's what I try to do. I've been out here at this old lake right now for going on an hour and a half, and that's the last of February, getting towards the last. I guess it's kind of the middle of February. I hadn't had a bite all day, but I'm not ready to go home yet. Sun's shining, the weather's about in the upper 60s for February. Got a few clouds in the sky, a little light breeze out through here. The folks are waving as they pass by the boats, a little bit of traffic out here. What more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? And when I'm pan fishing, I don't have to be worried about every little bite or every little bump on there like I do when I'm bass fishing. So anyway, I'm a recovering bass fisherman. Nothing against you folks out there that bass fish, but I got to tell you, I sure enjoy these little old $25 rod and reel combos, or $50 rod and reel combo. $5 worth of fish bait. Get out there, whether you're on the bank or one of these little plastic boats, and just really enjoy a good afternoon out in God's great outdoors. And that's what I encourage you to do. Get you a few hours, get you a bucket to sit on, little cheap rod and reel from Walmart, a few little inexpensive fish baits, and enjoy the outdoors. Until we meet again, that's what I want you to do. Get out there and enjoy God's great outdoors. We're going to catch you on the next video. This is Old Man Outdoors, John from the Upper East Side of Texas. Y'all be careful.